Hi, it's Micheline with Fit and Healthy for Yourself. And today I figured I wanted to share some decluttering basics, basically some ground rules. I have been decluttering my entire apartment the last 2 weeks. Yes, it took me 2 weeks. And basically, I've learned a couple things and I went about this very strategically. Every room had to be tackled because I only live in a one bedroom, so I have very limited space. And every space has to be used to its absolute advantage. I have to be very efficient with my storage, and so therefore I had to be very strategic about all of it. And so I found that a couple ground rules are the best things. So decluttering can be very overwhelming. It can feel like a monumental task, but it all depends how you go about it. And I found the first thing before I even started is I have to be in the right mindset. There are a few times a year that when my mindset is really like perfect for it, when I'm ready to like, oh, just throw this shit out. I don't need this. There are times when I'm like, oh no, this is cute. I can't throw it out. So that's when it's not a good time for me to declutter. But when I'm in the right mindset to really simplify my life and get rid of stuff, that's when it's the time to do it. And usually that's also when I do it. So recognize when it's a good time for you. So, and right now I had the right mindset, but my timing was a little off because I really only have 2.5 weeks to get that done because then my work schedule just increases and it's the whole thing. And the whole thing really was started because I was thinking of getting a new bed and a new mattress, but there's extra room it needs, and that extra room can only be accomplished by getting rid of stuff. So, but again, everything of that is the deliveries of those things are all scheduled, so time was of an essence. So, but in order to get this done in a timely manner, the way I went about it was this. First of all, mindset has to be right. Second, I time scheduled everything. So basically, what I did is I didn't just start. No, I have Mondays and Wednesdays off, and those were the 2 days I did most of the work. Everything else, I had to get comfortable with the idea that I will be living with some chaos in here for a couple days. But again, everything is temporary. Here, the mindset comes into play. I was okay with that. So, in order for you not to feel overwhelmed, you have to really take a step back, assess your surroundings, assess your apartment or your home, and see what you're going to do first. So I scheduled basically, okay, Monday I will start with the back closet. I will empty this entire thing out on Monday. It took me about an hour to empty all of it out. Then I needed to get a couple new shelves, so that got done. Took a couple of, took a little time, took the Home Depot and everything. So that was that. And then Wednesday, that closet got put back together. So, and then the next week, I tackled the middle closet, the front closet in the hallway. And, it took 2 days again, but, it's a whole week. So it took time. Then I decided to tackle the kitchen one day. It all takes time. So block your time out. If a whole day is too much for you, start with baby steps. Empty one drawer, empty one cabinet, do only 15 minutes. And if after 15 minutes you feel tired and done, good. Continue another day. If you feel good, do another 15 minutes. So do baby steps. Start small and then see how it goes. Fit it into your schedule so you don't get overwhelmed. And the basic ground rules, absolute ground rules for decluttering is there are three things. Everything that you're keeping has to have a value. Either it is functional, it has some sentimental value for you, or you want to keep it for some other reason. But it has to have a value to you. Don't just keep it because you don't want to part with it, because you bought it and you don't want to. No, it has to have a value. The second one is everything has to have a place where it lives. So, like my keys, when I get home, get hung on the key hook right by the steps. That's where they go. That's where they live, and that's where I will always find them. There's no way I run around half an hour every morning trying to look for my keys. Underneath it is a shelf. That's where my pocketbook goes. Everything should have a way where it lives, and it should not move from there. So this way, when you need it, you know exactly where to find it. And the third rule is focus on one thing at a time. Don't try to multitask. Don't try to declutter and cook at the same time. It's not going to work. Focus on one thing, because then you're going to get that done a lot quicker, and it's going to be more complete than if you do too many things. They all just end up either half-assing it, or you're just going to do it incomplete, or for some reason nothing really gets done. So one thing at a time. Okay, so try that, and next time I will show you how I decluttered my kitchen and my closet and everything else.